Woo-wee! Yabba dabba doo. Hey folks, it's Saturday evening here. About not even 8 o'clock yet. And I'm at the Target parking lot. But hey, we're skipping ahead here. This is a stupid podcast. You talk about your bored week. You do some stupid odd news puns. You do it, try to do it in 15 minutes, and boom, there's a little podcast for you. You don't like it? There's hundreds and thousands of other podcasts out there you can listen to. But anyways, to talk about the week, I did get on stage twice this week. Monday night, I did my comedy open mic over at Wheaties. Long story short, which is hard to do, I had 12 comedians. This is the third open mic in a row where I had over 10 comedians. Usually my average is 5 to 8. I didn't think I would have that many because I figured, summer's over. Sometimes people, they come out for the summer and then they disappear. I had 12 comedians, and as far as the audience goes, this guy named Lawrence, he's this white guy who wears like these weird suit jackets that black guys would wear. He goes to like this Franklin Mills outlet. For those of you who know what I'm talking about. He brought like 6 or 7 people. That's the good news. The bad news is half of them were kids. So this one woman that came out, she had a baby with her. This other woman came out, she had like a little like 8, 9-year-old, 10-year-old. He was shooting darts during the show. He was bored as fuck. He didn't want to be there for a comedy. And then there was this other kid. He was kind of more mature. He was like 15, 16 years old. He was a good audience member. He was telling the comedians like that was funny and stuff. You know, he was good out of the 3, but there was a freaking baby there. I'm like, this is a kids-friendly open mic? So the show went longer than usual. Usually the show, when he goes an hour and 15, hour and a half, if I'm lucky. The show went over to after 10 o'clock. It was about a 2-hour-plus show. And I made a video for this show, for the open mic, a couple days before that. I promoted it on Facebook and all the networks and stuff of some of the best pictures and moments we had at the open mic. I put the Insane Clown Posse song, The Oddities, if you guys know that song for WWF. And, it kind of, I would say it backfired. We had more comedians than usual, but the show went a little bit late. But, it was a good turnout. Definitely a good turnout. Third one in a row. So, I don't know. The next one's pushed back another week, so we'll be back for 5 weeks. We'll see, folks. We'll see. So that was Monday night, and then Tuesday night I went to the gym and got a Chipotle bowl, that whole thing. And then Wednesday I went to the Royal with the cookie. It was their first time being there in a while. Actually, it was funny. Tony called me, who rarely calls me. He was there Monday night, and he said, hey, are you going to go to the Royal tonight? Me and Dan are going to be there. I said, yeah, I'm going there with Risa. He said, oh, we got ourselves a little crew. I said, yeah. So we got there around 7:20-ish. Pretty much, we found a good parking spot. Usually you have to park across the street in this church and walk over when they have AA meetings. And out of the 4 of us, I got called first. You guys know it's a lottery system. You have to grab a number. They call your numbers randomly. I think I was number 13. They called my number out of the 4 of us. And I took the first spot, of course. I was going first. I like to ruin the show. So the cookie, she got the second spot. She went on a few spots after me, and then Dan and Tony, they didn't go on towards, I wouldn't say towards the end, but they got shitty spots, put it that way. So I went on first. As far as how my set went, it was okay. I wasn't really happy with it. I did some stuff I did Monday night. Oh yeah, before I went on, there was a kid there. I was just getting ready to go on, and Tony goes, oh, there's a kid in the back. And I'm like, of course. Every time I go on stage now, there's kids in the room. Doesn't matter if I go to my open mic. It doesn't matter if I go to a brewery. It doesn't matter if I go to a music open mic. Where I go, there's freaking kids in the room. And this guy in the back was like, well, this is an opportunity for you to practice your clean stuff. I said, I guess. So I was scrambling. So at one point during my set, I'm looking for clean stuff because there's a freaking kid in the room. And I'm stumbling. And I wasn't proud of my set at all. I did about 8 minutes. I wasn't happy with it at all. Definitely could have been better. But, it was probably one of the worst sets I think I did there. But you know what? I got out early, so. And the cookie went on a few spots later. She was happy what she did. And then Dan and Tony, I missed their set because we left. So that was Wednesday night. It was an okay night at the Royal. Always a good time, but wasn't happy what I did. But, that's my fault. I really didn't prepare a set. And then Thursday night, I was going to go to the gym, but I decided to contact Willie Fritz because I was supposed to message him the week before, but the Eagles game was on Thursday. and it was raining last Thursday, if you guys remember. So I contacted him on Thursday and said, hey, man, I was supposed to text you last Thursday. Do you want to check out this place called Lascaux Fire? It's this new place on the boulevard where the old cabaret is. And he said, yeah, I heard about that place. Cynthia was just telling me, this comedian we know. So we went there around 7. We got seats in the back. There was nobody in the back. There was this chick playing the guitar. It wasn't open mic. She was playing the guitar and some songs. She was playing it very lightly. And I got a Diet Coke. Willie Fritz got some fancy drinks. And I pretty much got the Grandma's Pizza, which is just like Chicky and Pete's. It's pretty much sauce on top and cheese on the bottom, which I know most people don't like, but I like that stuff. Willie Fritz ordered some Tuscan wings, and he got some pasta and some meatballs. And he ordered some dessert thing, which I didn't share with him. We shared it pretty much together. It was a little bit pricier than the average restaurant, but it was really good. And then the server kept bringing over Diet Coke. She called us a friend. That's what they call you there. Oh, you guys are the first time here. We have some new friends tonight. Oh. And she was not shy. I mean, she checked on us. I'll give her that. I mean, I've been to certain places where they don't check on you at all. She at least checked on us. So we hung out there for like about an hour and a half or so. Then Willie Fritz went home because he's tired from his day job. I went to the Target parking lot nearby. Hung out for about 30, 40 minutes. Got home around 10 or so. Almost 9:30, I guess. And that was it. That was Thursday night. Friday night, I went to the gym and got myself a Chipotle bowl, blah, blah, blah. And as far as tonight goes, I had a couple options. I was going to go to Parks tonight, but I said to myself, well, if I go to Parks, this is my second or third week going, so now I got to admit I have a gambling problem. Even if I only gamble $10. And then I was going to go to Old City, but I don't know if the trains and the buses are running, except the public transportation system in Philly. I think tonight's their last night jerking people around, and then tomorrow they go back to their regular schedule. And that's that. I put up some shorts for the open mic, as you guys saw. I think 2 out of the 3 of them got 1,500 views, which is pretty cool. TikTok didn't do too well. TikTok, they got a couple hundred views. I think I made a gain to a follower or 2. And some people did like it or reposted on TikTok. And as far as next week on the channel, I don't know where I'm going to go for stage time, but we'll see. I might go back to that brewery place I went 2 weeks ago, the Drum Circle, whatever, or somewhere else. And a possible prank call show. And I got some shorts already lined up. I'm not going to tell you guys what I did, but tonight I did a beer review. That's where I'm at. I'm at the Target parking lot. I slammed a beer. It's not too high because I don't want to get too drunk tonight. But this is my first time drinking in about a week or so. And I recorded the freestyle. And I recorded I recorded something else during the week. A surprise video. You're not going to be shocked by it. It's just something stupid. So we got some shorts coming next week, a prank call show, and we'll see where we go for comedy. And that's it, folks, as far as tonight goes. I have not finished the night out yet. I'm drunk right now. I drunk 8.7, which is not that crazy of a beer. I'm going to go inside Target and go take a pee. I'm going to go hang out for here for a little bit more while. It's just turned 8 o'clock. And then I'm probably going to go to Chicky and Pete's. I got some options. I go to Chicky and Pete's. I can go to Steve Steaks, which I probably won't go to. I'm about to move for a steak tonight. Chick-fil-A, which I could have. I rarely eat Chick-fil-A. Not the hugest fan of Chick-fil-A. And I could go to this place called Union Tap. But they're kind of a cliquey douchebag kind of bar. So most likely I'll probably go to Chicky and Pete's and probably get some wings. But listen, after this segment, we'll wrap it up. I'll talk about if anything happens. I'm sure something crazy is going to happen. A girl's going to approach me. We're going to have sex. Or a guy's going to fight me. Hey, you never know, folks. But this is the first but yet worst comedy podcast in Philadelphia. This is your favorite podcast show to most people would not listen to. And we'll wrap up the segment and then get to your least favorite segment. All right. You stay put there, fuckers. All right. So pretty much the aftermath. I decided to go to Chicky and Pete's. I usually sit on the right side of the bar, but the Phillies game was on. So I ended up sitting to the left side of the bar. And there was this ginger dude waiting on me. He was okay. I give his service, I guess, a 6 out of 10. He did check on me at least once, so he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great either. But I was going to get the wings. But But I decided, you know what? Every time I look at the price of the wings, it was expensive. It was just like $20 for 10 wings. Then if you get crab fries, that's $9. I think the crab fries went up. I thought they used to be $6 or $7. So I was like, that's going to be like 35, almost $40 for, a meal and all that grease. So I decided, fuck it. Even though I wasn't in the mood for a pizza, I was in the mood more for the wings. I got the traditional pizza with the sauce on top, cheese on the bottom, like I got Thursday, and I got a Diet Coke. And, the stupid Phillies game was all they won, so everybody was happy. It would have been great if they lost and watch everybody cry. Then I saw this UFC fight. They showed a clip of it. This guy elbowed this guy in the eye and busted him open. And then the guy sucker punched him in the head after the fight. He punched him in the head. But that's pretty much it. It came to like I tipped him a little bit more because he at least checked on me. I tipped him the standard $5 because he at least checked on me twice. If he didn't check on me at all, I would have tipped him anything. And so I gave him, the standard $5. If he would have checked me at all, I would have just gave him $20. And he did refill my Diet Pepsi without me asking. And then when I was in the bathroom taking a piss, these two Negroes came in. And I was pissing in there, and they were talking shit about whatever, because I spit at one point. I had mucus. So they're like, oh, he's like Hawk Tui in there. He's like throwing up. So then I come out the bathroom to wash my hands, and the one dude kicked my stall door, which, I didn't care at that point. I already left because I went to go pee. But he kicked the stall door, and I just looked at him like, you fucking dirty jogger. So anyways, I'm back at the Target parking lot, and that's it, folks. It's the first but yet worst comedy podcast in Philadelphia. It's your favorite podcast show that most people would not listen to. And now, it's time to get to your least favorite segment, the Odd News. Alright, folks, let's get to your least favorite segment. Here comes the Odd News. Please don't shoot me in the neck for any of these jokes. Bang! Photo shows Goddess Fantasy Coffins as stylish final rasp while fantasy coffin. So it shows a coffin, but it's shaped like a red fish. I don't have a joke for that yet. I guess that one tanked. Well, the doctor walked out of operation because he wanted to have sex with his nurse. Yeah, I guess he had backup on that one. There's a joke there somewhere. Fans bid farewell to beloved California octopus ghost as she cares for eggs in the final stage of her life. An octopus ghost? There's a lot of legs in that story. That's not bad. He crawls 26 miles in kayak made from mushrooms and lived to tale to tale. Defiant nuns flee Australian care home for abandoned convent in the Alps. Doorbell prankster that tormented residents of German apartments. It turns out it was a slug. Well, that story's really slow. I used that joke last week. North Korea executed more people for watching foreign films and TV. Yeah, I guess you could say that's estranged. Yeah, something there. Fed up with drug users, street vigilantes are welded Narcan like a weapon. Car crashes into Reno Public Safety Center. Man arrested on suspicions of DOI. No. It's good that he brought protection. It says, emotional support alligators no longer welcome in Pennsylvania Walmart. I hope they don't make shoes out of them. Dead pets intended for cremation found in storage unit. Dead pets? What is this? Pet cemetery? Not one good joke yet, folks. West Point cancels ceremony to honor Tom Hanks as a standing U.S. citizen. That's very Gump of them to do. UK motorcycle crashes on Highway 49 after wasp stings him. They already used sting in the punchline, so a wasp. Yeah, that's. I don't know. I don't have some. Broadcasters told not to air. Okay, I read that last week. Wait. One of the world's most sacred places turns out to be a legacy mega resort. TikToksters accidentally take flight to Tunis, not to Nice in France. Let's see if there's anything else. There used to be one more news site, but they got rid of it. They got a new site called Oddities. You can check that out. We'll see if there's anything there. We'll try a few, and if not, well, that's it. Some of this is the stuff I just read. John Daly makes a 19, set the strong... Meth burned by FBI freaks out Montana animal shelter. They gotta start Breaking Bad on that one. Yeah, I read some of these already. The Adventures of Emil the Moose. Keep it Australia. He sounds really horny. Legendary dairyman carries ice cream and dry ice up Colorado Peak as treat for other hikers. That guy seems really cool. Alright, that's it, folks. There's nothing else for the segment. That's totally fine, because week 7 went long. That'll do about 15 minutes right there, but that's it for the show. I will see you folks on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go freak yourself, Cuffy.